Hi everyone, I am Corinne and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about how your choice of friends makes or mars you. How the quality of your friendship or decisions you make with respect to who you surround with respect to who you give to, with respect to who drains you, affects your life as a whole. So stay tuned. Before we continue, click on the subscribe button, share, and hit the notification button. In 2 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 14, it is written, "Do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. For what partnership has righteousness with lawlessness, and what fellowship has light with darkness?" Now, I'm here today to tell you about the quality of the friends you make simply says a lot about you. Because you are your surrounding. You are the people you hang out with. You are your environment. You are the books you read. You are the people you talk with. You are your morals, your mentality, and your way of saying things. So, it is often said that show me your friend and I will tell you who you are. Now, this particular part of the Bible, it tells us that we need to examine the kind of people we hang out with. Now, if you are an intellectual, no matter how good you are, no matter how principled you think you are, if you hang out with someone who only thinks from you, someone who doesn't even see the need to level up to your standards, that person will drain you. Listen to me. The quality of friendships you make says a lot about you. They either make or mar you. If you hang out with people and in your circle of friends you are the only one upgrading, you are the only one elevating, empowering yourself, and you think that by doing that, by staying with these people because of familiarity, because of the number of years that you have been with them, okay, in Proverbs 27 verse 17, it says, "So as iron sharpens iron, so does a friend sharpens a friend." Now, if you're with a friend who constantly takes from you, by that I mean that the kind of friend that cannot give you qualitative advice, the kind of friends who always rely on you probably to draw her or him out of a situation, the kind of friends that doesn't contribute meaningfully into your life. Because sometimes we stay with people just because we've known them for years, and that is wrong. That is wrong. Sometimes God opens your eyes and allows people to make certain mistakes, and you see them and He draws them out of your life, and out of familiarity you get to bring them back again and they become baggage to us. Now, this particular passage of the Bible tells us that just like your friend should sharpen you, you should sharpen your friend. Now, if you are the only one sharpening, it cannot work. You will end up being drained that your friend is a baggage and needs to be dropped. Let me show you an example of what it says. This is a little knife, it's iron. And this is a wood, it's my daughter's pencil. What happens when this wood, this particular knife keeps hitting on this? It's not effective, right? No matter what I do, it's not going to be effective. This will become blurred. It will lose its power. And this damage. So if you are this particular knife and your friend is here, you end up being drained. You end up losing your power. This is how we give our power to people we should leave. People God has shown us that they are no longer for us. Whether you like it or not, as long as you keep elevating, as long as you keep progressing, as long as you keep empowering yourself, there are people who are no longer qualified, who will no longer be qualified to go where God is taking you to. And you must drop that baggage because it is not your load to carry. If a friend cannot give me meaningful advice, if a friend does not add up to my knowledge, there is no need for us to be together. Even the Bible said it, light and darkness, they have nothing in common. And where light is, darkness comprehended not. That is why we find ourselves hanging around people. They will keep on saying, this is how you are shining, oh. Now that you are this level, I'm no longer going to be your level, oh. Let me tell you something. Those are devilish attitudes. I mean it. In Hebrews 12 verse 1, God asks us to strip off every weight that prevents us from attaining our righteousness. Now, if I am goal oriented, I'm looking forward to probably being a minister tomorrow. And I'm working with people with someone whose dream is just to, just be a bar attendant. You obviously understand that we cannot work together. Yes. It doesn't mean that the person is bad or that I am good. No. It simply means that by virtue of our objectives that are not the same, by virtue of our ambition that do not go in the same direction, we have no business together. That is why there is a lot of jealousy. There is a lot of comparison. And sometimes we see these signs and we decide to play a deaf ear. Sometimes we see these things and we decide not to see. And then God comes and pushes us. And what we fear to see, we begin to see them. This is what happens in a relationship, either intimate, with friends, with family members, with colleagues. This implies that there are some levels where people are not supposed to reach unless we have the same goals, unless we have the same source. Now, there is a decision I've made in my life. Before you come to me to talk to me about your problem, I must understand if you are in God or not. If you are not in God, we have no business together. Yes. So, you are your surrounding. So you spend hours reading your book. You spend hours reading motivational books. You spend hours empowering yourself, developing your skills, nurturing your talents, and you think you will stay with people who don't empower themselves and it will be okay for them. Let me tell you, there are devilish attitudes that when you see, you need to run. Because if you keep on being in that same circle, they will drain you. They will derail you from your destiny. They will make you weak. At the end of the day, you become dull. I don't care how good you are or how you think you can put them out of that. Let me tell you, it is written in the Bible. Bad company, it corrupts good character. Yes. That is why there is a lot of animosity today in the world. Now, I put it to you that if you're surrounded by people who are higher than you and your aspiration is to equally grow, develop yourself, nurture your skills, the probability that you attain that is very high. But if you want to develop yourself, you want to grow, you want to nurture your skills, you no longer want to be where you are, you want to elevate, you want to be empowered, and you spend your time with people who have no business with empowerment, it will not work. It will not work. It cannot work. So today, I'm here to talk to us about the quality of people. Now, we equally need to understand, like I said in my last video, there is a particular lifespan for friendship. Yes. The friends I had when I was in college are not the same I have. Looking at me today, the friends I used to hang out with, some 3 or 4 months ago are not the same friends I have. Each day, you keep making changes. Those changes are not for the other person. They are for you because your life belongs to you. Sometimes we are so accustomed to people pleasing that we do not want to get rid of the things that no longer serve us. You need to, and you should be unapologetic about it because it is all about you first. I was telling someone yesterday that I don't even have the time to start asking somebody, why did you not call me? If you don't complain why I've not called you, problem not go there. Yes. The reason being that I am so focused on attending some other things that whatever some other person thinks really has no business with me, provided it doesn't come close to me. So, what are your objectives? What are your goals? What do you fill your mind with? When you sit with people, what do you discuss? You see the discussion you have with people when you see it? If you hang out with low-minded people, you become low-minded. Don't tell me how intelligent you are. You become low-minded. If you hang out with intelligent people, you become intelligent. Provided you look at your success as a challenge to level up and to step up. Some people today want the crown, but they do not want the work that goes with the crown. Is it not said that uneasy is the head that wears a crown? That is how it is today. If you aspire for leadership, you know that you do not have to play the kind of play or the kind of game that entry-level managers do because you want to be at the top. So I put it to you today. Who's your friend? We always say, show me your friend and I will tell you who you are. Who do you hang out with? When you hang out with that person, what value does that person add to you? Is it you who adds all the time? Or are you on the receiving end all the time? You need to evaluate the quality of relationship you have with people, either intimately or in your social gatherings. You need to evaluate how you spend your time because the likes that we have determines our interest. And everything starts at the level of the mind. If you are great, hang out with great people. If you want to be great, hang out with great people. If you want to be the next Oprah Winfrey, empower yourself. Do we not say knowledge is power? But I tell you, knowledge is not just power. Using knowledge is most powerful. Make that decision today. As an eagle that you are, to hang out with eagles. Don't hang out with birds because eagles don't feed on dead things. Eagles feed on living things. If you are an eagle, you have life. Breathe life. People around you should breathe life. Don't only be at the giving end because it's life, it's give and take. And as you give all the time, they all only drain you. But trust me, people are very, very ungrateful. Very ungrateful. So you better make that decision to be with people who motivate you to go to superior levels, to find a voice, to develop your intrinsic power. Whatever power you've given to anyone, take it back. You are a God. Happy Sunday. Make sure you keep good friends. So do not forget to subscribe, to like, and to share. I wish you a blessed day.